When you're beaten down and said you're not supposed to own it, I was even afraid to say I'm black. I would say I'm African American. And now I'm like, I am black. I'm going to hold that forever. My name is Ariel Newton, and I am an organizer with Black Lives Matter New York City.
Like put these inside of the booklet.
Oh, nice.
Black Lives Matter is a call to action that was initiated following the death of Trayvon Martin. It was initiated by three black women. In this system of white supremacy, black lives do not matter. And so we say that is false, Black Lives Matter, and we stand in that affirmation. So with Black Lives Matter New York City, we have a grassroots action that's taking place. Within the black community, the voices of black women certainly get lost. Black female leadership or black women leadership, both cisgender and transgender, are not recognized in the same ways that black cisgendered men are recognized. We see that even in the victims of police brutality.
Aiyana Jones and her hashtag that's out this week for Aiyana's Dreams. So the ask today will be to one, remember black women and girls, to ask these people to really hold us. Rekia Boyd, another galvanizing person, we're familiar with her story, and then Mya Hall.
So the protest that's been called for May 21st is the National Day of Action for Black Women and Girls. And we're going to have one-on-one conversations with people in our communities. Black girls matter, ma'am. I'm here to say that black girls matter. You don't think black girls matter? Do you know black women are also victims of police brutality? Have you heard the name Aiyana Jones? She was a 7-year-old girl that was killed in her sleep by Detroit SWAT officers. They barged into her house and shot her dead as she was sleeping. She was only 7 years old.
For what reason?
Because, for no reason, exactly.
They illegally broke into her home, and they broke into the wrong home. So we need to think about what does it mean for black women and girls to also fall victim to police violence.
We, as a nation, get very outraged and angry when we see a black male dead by the hands of police, but not in the same ways when black women are killed by police. And that isn't to say we don't mourn the lives of black men who die, because we absolutely do. But we also mourn the lives of black women and girls and children who are killed by police. With Mya Hall, she was a transgender woman who was killed around the same time that Freddie Gray was. But with Freddie Gray, we saw a mass uprising, we saw outrage.
Today's a national day where we're recognizing Black Lives Matter for black women. So we're bringing awareness to this issue because whenever you hear Black Lives Matter, it's always about black males being shot.
Here we're talking about black girls who are victims and survivors.
But we don't want to be angry.
Yes, we do.
We need to take our black women out on some dates.
This isn't a laughing matter. But your demeanor kind of suggests otherwise. And that can be very triggering and traumatizing for people. Especially, thank you. This is a good place to start. Apologize. Now the next step is listening. And I would like you to listen.
Yeah. They matter too.
People have been reacting fairly well. I didn't know how this would go, but people actually are stopping and listening. But when we say black women matter, it's like, yeah, but do your actions say that? And they're like, this is definitely something that we have to keep doing, like in our own communities. I hope for black freedom and black liberation. I hope for a community, a world in which black people can live in peace. We understand in order to make this movement sustainable and to bring about systematic change, we need to engage with one another. We need to engage with our fathers, our brothers, our sons, our daughters, our mothers, our family, friends, neighbors, because that's where the trust is built. And that's where the real base of power is.